Just a couple of days ago, it was announced that Oblivion was getting a remaster, which is actually more than just a graphical upgrade. It is a lot that's been added to this to make it a better experience. And people have been building up the hype, building up the hype, building up the hype. But just like every single time, they have gone woke once more. And they are just doing this and inserting their little agenda into everything they touch. This is exactly what the mainstream video game industry does. We keep warning about this. I know a lot of the grifters out there started going, woke is dead, DEI is gone, everything's better now. And you're going to see a lot of them defend this game. And this is what they do. They go, it's maybe just a little woke, but it's fine because I like the gameplay. And you'll see this a lot. And you kind of know who the real ones are who are actually trying to put a stop to this nonsense versus the ones who are just going to slowly accept it. And that's how we got here in the first place. If you guys don't remember, they'd start just putting in these options for gay romances just barely in the game or just a reference here and there with a background character. They'd amp it up. They'd start replacing characters slowly with their strong female leads or their black counterparts. Pretty soon it was just complete DEI fest and a disaster of Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League proportions last year. It took years to get that way, but when they do this and they give you a slow boil that gives you just a little bit of woke sprinkled into your ice cream right there, they can trick a lot of people into just getting in on the hype. And I think that Elder Scrolls Oblivion Remastered is going to do very, very well because they really have put a lot into this game. The price point's really, really low for something like this, and people are missing games like Oblivion because Oblivion was such a big part of things, and of course, gamers growing up. I spent hundreds of hours on this game. I was way more into this than Skyrim. I was kind of had kids around the time Skyrim started happening, so I didn't get to play as much. This was like my Elder Scrolls game, and I know a lot of you will say Morrowind's better, but I think Oblivion really was the best out of it personally. But yes, this is what we're getting into. There is wokeness in it. It's a disaster, and let's hit the like and subscribe button. We are the real deal here, always have been. We'll always tell it like it is, whether it's popular or not. You can count on that, and that is the thing that differentiates this channel from a lot of other places, and I appreciate you guys for sticking with us on this, as we've seen quite a few others really fall off the rails. We saw it a lot with Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, where a lot of these dudes accepted full-on graphic gay sex scenes because they just wanted to, I guess, simp for that company. I think a lot of these people, when they get to certain influencer level size, get offers to be on the payroll. I mean, it's obvious. We know Assassin's Creed Shadows, they paid $2.1 million to influencers to promote that game. And of course, people on our side kind of hated the Assassin's Creed Shadows, so they weren't going to go there. But I do think that, Warhorse Studios paid some influencers. I bet all that information can come out at some point. And yes, I think this is happening across the board. And even the anti-woke influencers, once they get to a certain point, if they look like they can be bought, are getting there. Will never be bought, and that's the difference over here. Because, I don't really care about advertisers and the like. And I've turned down a lot of different advertisers. NVIDIA's approached me, etc. And I just don't. Because one, I'm a science fiction author first and fantasy author first. If you like Morrowind and the story that was in there, good stuff, great classic fantasy, check out my Demon's Eye. This is a classic sword and sorcery adventure with none of the pronoun stuff. You got a strong male lead who has to fight some evil. I think you'll absolutely love this. Check it out in the description below. It's available on Kindle and paperback for your convenience, and it supports our channel. It's just $4.99, and you get a full book. It's awesome stuff. Way better entertainment than this Oblivion remake is going to be for you. And we'll get into this news. Thank you guys so much for making this a tremendous success. And yes, pick up your book today if you've not already. Okay, so as Grumps was saying, it's got an Unreal 5 engine, which is a huge upgrade. They've got all new models and characters. They've got updated combat and user interface. They added sprinting. Oh my gosh, thank God. On that level, if you guys don't remember the slog that was back in the day, but oh my gosh, it was ridiculous. The leveling changed. It's the best of Skyrim and Oblivion in it, and new animation and character movement and new unique voiceovers for only $49.99. A lot of other, remakes like this end up being $69.99 at this point. But this is Bethesda, and we know exactly what happens. We saw what they did with Starfield last year. It looked like a promising game. Looked like a lot of fun. Looks like a fun science fiction epic with some great, world building and the like. And effing pronouns. Yes, you guys will remember the as video that went across the world on that. And yeah, maybe that's how you go viral, as you start yelling about stuff. But I like to seriously discuss this this because these are serious topics in the culture war right here. And we are fighting a war. This is a spiritual war out there against evil people who do want to corrupt society. Their entire agenda is out there, and they want to tell you that a man is a woman and a woman is a man and a they is a them, etc., right? And that's exactly their entire deal, to remove realities of the world and make their own little fantasy crap into reality, and then try to force you to accept that that is the reality when it's very much not the case. These are mentally ill people, and they end up in the video game industry quite a bit. We've seen this very much over the years. We've seen the influence of different consulting groups like Sweet Baby Inc. and Black Girl Gamers get into games like this, get their little muddy paws into it, and start to make changes, and this is exactly what we get. So it's going to be a small thing, and I think a lot of people are going to completely ignore it or downplay it just because, again, this is going to be popular. It's Oblivion. We've played this game before. We know exactly what it is. This is nostalgia, and it is nostalgia bait for you, much like a lot of these remakes are going to be. This is exactly kind of what they did with the Dragon Quest 2D, 3D, 3D HD. Oh my gosh. You can put it in the description below. I can't say it today. But they did this exact same thing, and here you are. Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in. This is what Yorch Torch is saying this morning. Oblivion Remastered features Type 1, Type 2 body type. That's right. When you get into it, you don't get to see male or female, and here's a full screenshot of one of the characters right here. You get Type 1, Type 2, and yes, whatever that means. Can't be male or female or anything like that. Oh my gosh, absolutely out of control that they'd put this into this game at this juncture. We've seen people backing off of this. Lords of the Fallen is a great example of one that, got rid of it and actually put male and female back into a game. We've had a controversy over the last week with Pal World, where Pal World is getting lit up on their Steam forums about having Type 1 and Type 2 for their human characters. By the way, the rest of the game, of course, with their little Pokemon knockoffs and the like, have male and female for it. It's just the human characters are like this because they want to push this little agenda and want to try to get this. And what they're trying to do is they're trying to appeal to woke people who are not playing these games whatsoever. And so they put this stuff in here very much intentionally, and it is intentionally to muddy the waters. And of course, the main group is to get you to accept this. If you accept this kind of thing, and because it's beautiful, the graphics are great, everything's remastered in it. If you see Grums's other posts of it, and talking about it, you can see right here that he's starting to get hype about this right now, right? It looks great. Combat's revamped, hit reactions added, all new character animation, locomotion, and this is the deal. I mean, it does look like a completely made game. He says it's a ground-up rebuild in Unreal that looks a lot better than the first, but they've got the whole deal, right? And this is the deal. This is what they used to have, gender female, and now they have body type 1 and 2. That's right. So this is, like I said, this is their intention. It is to get you to accept this at the end of the day. So you have to make the choice. Are you going to give them money to push this stuff in there when they hate you, when they want you dead, when they want you to be a part of their little agenda? And are you going to give way to the slippery slope, which is very, very real? They sprinkled in a little gay, they sprinkled in a little trans, and then you got Dragon Age: The Veilguard, and that's probably what's coming out of the next Elder Scrolls. Remember, they've got one in development right now where they're going to have a new story. We're going to see what happens, and you know exactly what they're going to do with it. They're going to add a ton of this stuff into it, and it's going to be a travesty. You need to send a signal now that they can't do this, and hopefully we can get a patch and get all this changed quickly, because this is really, really sad that they do this to such a beloved classic game. Leave a comment down below with what you think about this. Hit the like and subscribe button, everybody. Please check out my Demon's Eyes classic novel. Really appreciate you for being here. And yes, we'll keep fighting the good fight, whether it's popular or not. We'll tell it like it is, and we appreciate you being here and supporting the truth in gaming journalism. We'll be back soon.